Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. If you guys are new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you are meant to hear the messages within it. And we have the first card that popped out. But like I was saying, in case you guys subscribe, I upload my new videos for Virgo and Pisces on Saturdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have on the channel. But like I was saying, for those of you guys who are interested, the deck that I'm using today is called the Morgan Greer Tarot, and it's actually one of my favorite decks. And again, for those of you guys who are interested, I have my information down below in case you're interested in a personal reading. And sort of the last order of business here is that sometimes the cards like to flip over in the deck, and I do see them. However, I usually only take cards that jump out of the deck like these ones have. And usually if they jump out in groups that are too big, I'll go ahead and put them back in and continue shuffling. But my main goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and then we can get started on your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and take this card and continue shuffling. But like I was saying, I'm just going to try to keep shuffling and pull out roughly, well, okay, 2 or 3 more cards now. Or 1 or 2 more about, because we have 7 cards already. And then we can get started. All right, I guess we will have 3 cards. So Pisces, I do just want to say, before we start the reading, that in case you guys enjoy, or if it really resonates with you guys, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But you actually have really good news here because your overall energy here is the 10 of Cups. Now, the 10 of Cups is a wonderful energy to have. Actually, let me lower the light just a little bit. So, the 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It's really achieving something that you wanted in a way that is bringing forth with it that emotional fulfillment, right? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it might be love because we have sort of this... symbolism of the 2 people holding the 1 cup, and, the phrase cup of love, and cups are emotional cards and very closely associated to love. And I'm noticing this rainbow in the back. So I'm almost getting that for some of you guys, the rainbow can be representative of like luck or prosperity, even money, sort of like a golden or a pot of gold, almost kind of an energy. And for some of you guys, it might actually be, like a pride flag here. So I'm getting it for some of you guys that might take or rather resonate. But either way, like whatever it represents for you specifically, I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot of this happiness and sort of emotional fulfillment, right? And I should make the distinction that happiness and emotional fulfillment aren't exactly the same thing. They're not mutually exclusive either, but I'm getting that you're going to have both at the same time, if that makes sense. So I'm seeing a lot of good energy here. For one, we have the Hermit in reverse with the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands to me is actually always like really a good card to see because it talks about healing, right? And it's my Wounded Warrior card, and it's a card that usually I know that when it comes up, we're dealing with some kind of aspect in the person that they really need to heal. And because the card that is right next to, or rather above, the 9 of Wands is the Hermit in reverse, it makes me feel like you guys are coming out of this Hermit energy, right? And the Hermit energy is all about going within. It's all about seclusion, isolation, contemplation, like all those things where you just kind of sit by yourself and think. Right, and currently as I'm filming this, we're having an epidemic and a lot of people are self-quarantining, and I feel like this could be actually you if you guys were doing that and you're thinking and really evaluating what it is that you think and believe in. And I always welcome this kind of energy. It's always good to have the Hermit energy here to think about what it is that we truly care about. But like things have their time and place, and now I feel like you're exiting it out and becoming sort of like your old self again, talking to friends, talking to people, whatever it is that interests you. But then we also have here the Star card in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. Now this is a very interesting combination because the Six of Pentacles is all about charity. It's all about giving, and the Star card, at least in the upright, is also a card about giving, right? It's a card about humanitarianism. So the 11th house, where Aquarius rules, which, by the way, the star is representative of the astrological sign of Aquarius, is representative of the 11th house is representative of your sort of communities, other people's children, right? Like other people beside yourself. And because this is here, it almost feels like you may be giving one way, but it's not giving the other way. So I feel like you guys need to be very careful of who you're giving your love and support and resources to. And be very careful to avoid situations where you are in a connection where everything is not evenly reciprocated, especially if it's a romantic connection, because in romantic connections, you especially want to be 50-50 with your partner. But either way, I'm seeing the King of Cups with the Sun card here next to the Star card. So the Sun card is the happiest card in the tarot, and it represents sort of your inner child and happiness and absolute yes, right? That kind of an energy. So you have it in reverse, and that's not a bad thing. It just means that there's kind of like some small blockages in your energy right now, I feel, or like whatever your long-term plans or goals are. But with the Sun card in reverse, it doesn't feel like a bad thing. It doesn't even feel like it's not coming. It just feels like there might be like a little delay, or maybe your happiness or your Sun energy will come in a way that you did not originally expect, right? Maybe you went into a situation believing that one certain outcome would come out, and then you end up with something completely different, but at least you're pleasantly surprised, right? And because I see this energy. And also, like I wanted to say, the King of Cups is representative of water signs. So I really like to see that here, because it means that you guys are kind of in your element and you're really in touch with your emotions right now. So, like I was saying, the King of Cups is representative of water signs, which are Cancer, Scorpio, and then other Pisces, such as yourself. But I'm getting that there's going to be a lot of sort of this understanding, right, of yourself, of other people, of your community, this understanding of how their emotions work and how you can sort of work with them and their emotions instead of working against them and their emotions. Especially, yeah, this King of Cups feels very empathetic for a lot of you guys, and I feel like that's you showing empathy to the world. And then you have the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Coins here, of Pentacles, with the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is actually a really interesting energy. It's all about balance and it's all about juggling, right? And, you know, especially when we talk about love connections, we can use the word juggling and it comes off in a very negative way, but please sort of like let behind any stigma that you might have against those words, because with this energy of the Two of Pentacles, it feels like you or whoever your person is really trying hard. They're trying their hardest to strive for this balance that we talked about. And I just feel like it's a difficult matter, because with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, we have the slowest moving knight sort of to contrast this energy of things coming in. But either way, it feels like this is what this energy that's blocking the Sun card is. It's really weird. It's like this is a delay, but it almost feels like a blockage. So I think that if you guys are able to clear whatever this blockage of time is, right? And that's a kind of like a vague way of explaining it. But once you do that, you're really going to see a lot of improvement when it comes to your relationships and what have you. And this over here kind of feels like an appendage almost, because we have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, you know, pain, sadness. And then we also have the Ten of Wands, which is burdens. It's carrying everything by yourself, and it's not relying on other people, but like to a negative extent. So to have these two cards to me makes me feel, or rather together, it makes me feel like you guys are being a little bit avoidant with your emotions and allowing past pains and past hurts to affect the way that you are operating now. And, you know, I feel like once you kind of get into the swing of things and you unblock some of these energies, I'm hearing the word chakras almost. So certainly do some meditation for your chakras, because I feel like that'll help a lot. But once you start to get really the ball rolling, you're going to get into this Ten of Cups energy and you're never going to look back. But that was your reading first time around, Pisces. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment, because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new videos for Virgo and Pisces on Saturdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.